those people are our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yeah, we cannot hate them. You know those people they are discriminated to in the US.
Are there any specific problems or challenges you think Black Americans might face if they move to Africa?
Those people when they bring LGBT here,
yes,
they cannot fit here. You know.
What a young man thinks of Black Americans, whether they should come to Africa or not, or rather what they think of Black Americans. So catch up. So any person with a black skin is an African?
Yeah, I believe so, because that's one blood.
Wow.
Yeah, they should come. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll be much stronger than even the West, because Africans are very intelligent people, okay? It's only that we are not united. If we can unite all the Africans across the world, and they come back, they come up together and form one bond of African unity, I think Africa will be very, very strong and very, very powerful.
So right now I'm going for a shoot. I'm going with a friend of mine. He's actually a content creator also. So here is my backpack. This one here contains the camera. And here is the stand. And here is the tablet, which I'm going to ask some questions. I'm going to ask the subjects some of the questions that you'll be seeing on the video. So we are going to interact with the local people, the Africans from Africa. You as a Black American, you're going to understand what these Africans, they think of you as Black Americans. Do they really like you as Black Americans? Will they accept you if you come? These are some of the questions you might be asking yourself, and you should be glad that we are going to answer these questions for you. It's more of a social experiment video. So watch this video with an open mindset. That is what I can tell you right now. Yeah, so that was my bolt ride. Now we are here to ask these questions, our fellow Africans in the African continent. Okay, let's go. Are you fine?
I'm fine.
Well, in a scale of 10, what do you think of Nairobi?
What?
In a scale of 10, what do you think of Nairobi city? Choose between 1 to 10.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So what's your number?
My number?
Choose between 1 to 10. The higher the number, the more you like it.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Ha, okay. Recently, the president of Kenya, not recently, like 3 months ago, the president of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, he said that black people and the African diaspora can now move to Kenya visa free, and this means a big thing, and it's going to bring about the idea of the borderless Africa. So with him saying that, Black Americans can now come to Africa and stay once they have their citizenship. So the questions I'm going to ask you are based on the idea.
To me, I can say it's a good idea because those people are our brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Yeah, we cannot hate them. You know those people they are discriminated to in the US.
Yeah.
Why do I discriminate them?
Yeah.
Actually, she's
Let's look at the mind.
They serve black like me. I cannot discriminate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
You like them?
Yeah.
So that's good. Number 2, do you believe that Black Americans returning to Africa could have a positive impact on the development of Africa? Will Africa grow once they come?
Yeah, they can grow because they have different ideas that we have here. Yeah.
What are some of these ideas, if you think so?
Those people they have a lot of experience because they grown to another country.
Yes.
You know, when you say you go, you just walk and you know more. You know, those people they know a lot of than we know. You know, that's the only thing I can say to them.
Wow. So number 3, are there any specific problems or challenges you think Black Americans might face if they move to Africa, is there any problem you think that is here in Kenya they will face?
They can face because if they will not change their discipline, you know. If they come with those LGBT, you know, you don't like LGBT now. Here, you know. Those people, when they bring LGBT here,
Yes.
they cannot fit here, you know.
Yes.
Those people who,
But you know, not all of them practice that.
yeah, I know that. We are welcome, but
Yes.
I don't like LGBT because they practice that LGBT.
Yes.
And if they come here in this peaceful, they are welcome.
You know, LGBTQ is not the only problem. We also have crime.
It's a big problem, bro.
Yeah, it is a big problem. I'm not saying LGBTQ is not a problem. It is a problem. The only thing I'm saying, it is not the only problem. We have even more bigger problems to deal with.
I know.
Yes.
The big problem that we have here is, you know, it's just corruption. It's bigger than LGBT.
Yeah.
Corruption is bigger than LGBT. But LGBT to me, no. I don't like it.
Okay. Number 4. How do you think the African diaspora, including African Americans, can contribute to the growth and the unity of the African continent? How can they bring about development, these Black Americans?
You know, we have Black in America. We have billionaires in Black in America. You know?
Yes.
Those people, we have them. They own their own companies in the US. You know, when they come back here, they brought those companies to Africa, and we will go together, and we want Africa to unite. That's the only thing that we need, and we want. When they came back here, I think we can be one as our nation.
Wow. Thank you. So number 5, 2 to go. In what ways can African countries and communities welcome and support Black Americans? So this one I'm taking it to the personal level. You as a young African man, what can you do for a Black American?
To me, I can welcome them. To me personally, you know, that's my idea. Me, I can welcome them because they're my brother and sister. I can welcome them.
How can you welcome them, bro? Like, what can you do? How do you welcome them?
I can show them our cultures, how we do, you know, in Africa. They come back to our cultures.
Yes.
You know, when people they follow their cultures, they just come to the lineup, you know.
Yes.
This is the only thing I can say.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So, if you have any message, what would that be for the Black Americans?
The message from a Black in America?
For you to them.
They are welcome to they get back to their country. Africa is where they belong to.
A young man, and we are going to listen to the perspective of a young man. What a young man thinks of Black Americans, whether they should come to Africa or not, or rather what they think of Black Americans. So catch up. Hey bro, hi. I'm Evans. What's your name? Delph. Delph Landgreen. Wow. So bro, I'm going to ask you some few questions about Black Americans. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I'm cool.
You're good, eh? Wow. So first, who is an African? According to you?
According to me, an African is, we black. Yeah.
So any person with a black skin is an African?
Yeah, I believe so, because that's one blood.
Wow. That's one blood. Black skin, all Africans, one blood. Wow. So bro, do you think Black Americans should come back to Africa?
Yeah, they should come. They're supposed to be in Africa.
They're supposed to be in Africa?
Yeah.
Africa is their home? Wow. Yes.
Yeah, because when you look into things, you'll find that Africans went to Europe. They were, I think, slavery.
Yes.
Yeah. And you see their roots and culture belongs to as in they are found in Africa.
Yes.
So they're just supposed to come.
Wow. So number 2, do you believe that Black Americans returning to Africa could have a positive impact on the continent's development and culture? If they come, will Africa develop or grow?
Obviously it will develop, because you see, in as much as they live in as much as they are Black Africans,
Yes.
when they get back into our country, I think there will be some improvement. Yeah, because when you see the housing project, like the government housing project, you see when the Black Americans come, they'll have that opportunity, or they'll go there, take some houses, of which it will earn to the Kenyans.
Yeah, I get you. So bro here is saying that you should come to Africa because even the president of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, himself has initiated a housing plan. This housing plan is not only for Africans in Kenya. This housing plans is for anybody who wants to settle in Kenya, anybody who has Kenyan citizenship. Is there any problem these people will face if they come to Africa?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Because now, I mean, they should come. No one should stop them. Yeah, because we are one people. Africa unite.
How do you think the African diaspora, including Black Americans, can contribute to the growth and unity of the African continent?
You see, Black Africans, they are people who stayed in the States for quite a long time, but
Yes.
when they come, you see, some of them, not some, I mean all of them, yeah, they are able, financially stable. I think when they come, they'll put up some, I think.
Sorry bro. It's very windy here. I'm sorry about that. Okay bro.
Yeah, I was saying those people are financially stable. I think when they come here, they'll try to,
Bring employment
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
As an African, how can you support Black Americans, bro?
Okay, you see, that's okay. Let me say, see, the government, the states,
Yes.
yeah, they should just, I mean, they should cater for the people. I mean, they should be given the dual citizenship.
Yes.
They should be given even security. You see, in maybe.
Yes.
Are you aware of Black Americans?
Yeah, Black Americans. Yeah, I'm also a content creator, by the way.
Yes.
I'm Frederick. I'm Fred from Africa, so doing African content. An African is anybody who is born, bred, and loves Africa.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I say born and bred, I will maybe I might be biased to some extent,
Wow.
because we also consider Black Americans as Africans.
Black Americans are moving to Africa. So I'm going to ask you of your thoughts about it. So you as an African, what do you think about Black Americans moving to Africa? So should they come to Africa and stay?
Yeah.
Or should they do what?
That's a very good question, and I was even expecting that from you.
Wow.
Black Americans should come to Africa because, first of all, they are our brothers and sisters and our mothers. Now they should consider Africa as their home because this is their homeland and their motherland.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here are some 6 questions. I will just do it quickly, okay?
Yes.
So number 1, what are your thoughts on the idea of Black Americans coming to Africa and potentially settling here for the long term?
Okay, I think Black Americans coming to Africa will be an advantage to the African continent, and also it will be an advantage to themselves, and also the ancestors will also be happy because this is their land where their ancestors were buried, okay, were tortured, okay, and some of them were even killed when the slavery was taking place. So I feel they will be so happy when African Americans return to their motherland, Africa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. we understand all that black Americans, some of them do not understand well their heritage or their culture or their ethnicity. Because Africa is divided into so many ethnic groups, okay? So many. So they are coming back to Africa, first of all, will be an advantage to the African continent because Africa, you know, unity is power, okay? And in any family where people are so many, that family is not easy to touch. You understand? It's not easy to touch. So if they come to Africa, I think we will be much stronger than we are today. Yes. And the African economy will also grow to a level whereby the West, I don't want to mention the West in this video, but you just forgive me to mention them.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. We will be much stronger than even the West because Africans are very intelligent people, okay? It's only that we are not united. If we can unite all the Africans across the world, and they come back, they come up together and form one bond of African unity, I think Africa will be very, very strong and very, very powerful.
Thank you. Number 3, are there any specific challenges or opportunities you think black Americans might face if they come to Africa? This is very common.
Challenge number 1 is the language barrier.
Yes.
We are used to their local languages and English. Even our English is not the same as their English, okay? Because our accent, the way we speak it, is not the same as the way they speak it. So I think they will get that challenge of language barrier. Then another thing, blending in will also be not easier for them because some Africans will still consider them as how do we call it?
Outsiders.
As outsiders.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. So number 4, how do you think the African diaspora, including black Americans, can contribute to the growth and unity of the African continent?
They invest in Africa. Yeah, they buy land in Africa. They open companies in Africa so that employment rate becomes high. Because at the moment, Africa is facing an employment challenge. Many youth are not employed. So if they can come into the African continent and invest here, I think Africa will be much higher than to where it is now.
Wow.
Yes.
Number 5, in what ways can African countries and communities welcome and support black Americans who decide to relocate to Africa?
Okay, that's a tough question and challenging in a way. Because I might not give the correct answer.
Okay, this is your perspective.
Yeah, this is my perspective.
Yeah, how can you support them? Or what can you do?
You know, coming to Africa is so easy. Okay, so easy. First of all, maybe they start doing their DNA test for them to know in which part of Africa do they belong. Okay, so after that, they start the process of coming to Africa. Then after coming to Africa, where will they settle? Okay, because these people do not know them. Okay, so I think they must have somewhere to go to. I mean, maybe they buy lands in Africa because Africa still have lands available, which we have some companies and consultants that buy and sell lands in Africa.
Do you see potential benefits in fostering stronger connection and collaboration between Africans and black Americans in terms of culture, business and education?
Stronger benefits?
Any potential benefits in bringing them here?
Yeah, there's benefit, by the way.
So these benefits, are they cutting across our culture, our business and our education?
Yes. Let me start with the education. You know, our education system compared to the USA is a bit lower, okay? Because what our system gives us is not what your system gives you. Because our system gives us ways of looking for jobs, not ways for creating jobs for the job seekers. So maybe if they come in and invest here and create jobs for the locals, that will be an advantage to the African continent because there is no country that will grow with just production. country grows through manufacturing. Okay, so if we build companies here in Africa, create jobs for our people, so that these products that we sell to that we export outside, be consumed here, be produced and manufactured and consumed in Africa, I think it will be a plus to the African continent.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you, Frederick.
Yes.
So if you have any message,
okay,
what would that message be?
I have a message to the Black Americans. I am Fred from Africa. That's my channel. And if you get time, please just search Fred from Africa.